Me. 34, senior systems architect. Literal ghost in the machine. Been with the company since it was 3 guys in a garage eating ramen. Built the entire backend infrastructure from scratch. The legacy core. It's ugly, it's written in C and assembly, and it runs on hatred and black coffee. But it processes $4 in transactions daily with 99.999% uptime. I am the only one who understands how it works. I have no degree, just a decade of autism-fueled obsession with efficiency. Sit in the server room basement most days. Headphones on, hoodie up, coding in peace. No meetings, no stand-ups, no corporate kumbaya circles. CEO knows me, fears me, leaves me alone. Life is good. Life is logical. Enter the restructuring. Company gets acquired by a larger conglomerate. CEO cashes out, moves to Bali. New board of directors installed. They want modernization. They want synergy. They want to break the glass ceiling. Enter Veronica. New VP of engineering. Mid-40s, sharp glasses, power suit, smile that doesn't reach her eyes. Bio says she has an MBA from somewhere expensive and led digital transformation at a company that went bankrupt 2 years ago. Twitter bio lists pronouns, 3 different activist hashtags, and disruptor. First day. All hands meeting. I stand in the back. Veronica takes the stage. Starts talking about how the engineering culture here is stagnant and monocultural. Uses words like holistic, paradigm shift, and inclusive coding practices. I hold back a vomit. She announces Project Matriarch. The plan to migrate the entire legacy core to a serverless, no-code, AI-driven cloud environment. In 3 weeks. I visibly wince. Guy next to me, junior dev named Kyle, whispers, "Is that even possible?" I whisper back, "Only if you want to burn the building down." Next day. I get summoned to her office. Glass walls, standing desk, inspirational posters about empowerment. She doesn't offer me a seat. I've looked at your commit history. It's dense. It lacks comments, it lacks documentation, it feels very exclusionary. I blink. It's optimized assembly, Veronica. The documentation is the hardware manual. She frowns. Don't mansplain architecture to me. Red flag number 1. We are moving away from this toxic gatekeeping. We are democratizing the code. I want you to hand over the admin keys to the new team I brought in. They are a diverse group of thinkers who will reimagine the stack. I look at the list of new hires. Bootcamp grads. UX designers rebranded as full stack. Not a single backend engineer among them. Veronica, the core handles sensitive financial data. It requires specific encryption protocols. If you let inexperienced people touch the kernel, we will lose PCI compliance. We will get sued. She sighs, takes off her glasses. You're being an obstructionist op. You represent the old guard, the programmer mentality that says only certain people can understand technology. Technology is for everyone. We are moving to Azure Functions using a low-code interface so the marketing team can make API changes. I feel my soul leave my body. Marketing making API changes to the transaction ledger. Yes, it empowers them to be agile. That is a security nightmare, it's suicide. That is your negative attitude speaking. I expect the keys by EOD. Back at my desk. I weigh my options. Option A, fight it, get fired for being toxic. Option B, quit, watch it burn from outside. Option C, malicious compliance. I choose C. But first, I need insurance. I open my contract. The one I signed 8 years ago. The one the old CEO signed when he was drunk and desperate for me to fix a catastrophic crash. Clause 14b, intellectual property of custom kernels. Basically says any custom encryption algorithms created by me to patch the legacy system remain my IP, licensed to the company for a monthly fee included in my salary. If my employment is terminated or the license is revoked, the company loses the right to use the algorithm. Also, Clause 22, indemnification against executive overrule. If I document a risk in writing and am ordered to proceed, I am not liable for damages. God bless expensive lawyers. I start the paper trail. Draft an email to Veronica. CC the CTO, who is a spineless yes man, HR, and my personal external email. BCC my lawyer. Subject: formal risk assessment, project matriarch. Content: per your instruction to grant root access to the marketing team and migrate the legacy core to a low-code environment. I am formally stating that this action violates PCI DSS standards. It introduces critical vulnerabilities including SQL injection, XSS, and potential data loss. The current estimated downtime for such a migration is 6 months, not 3 weeks. The no-code platform selected does not support the transaction volume we process, 400 TPS. Proceeding with this plan guarantees system failure. Please confirm in writing that you wish to proceed despite these warnings. Reply comes 10 minutes later. From Veronica. To me, HR CTO. Subject: Ray formal risk assessment. I am disappointed but not surprised by this email. Instead of finding solutions, you are throwing up roadblocks. This reliance on technical impossibilities is a classic tactic to silence innovation. Your tone is aggressive and condescending. We are not interested in standards written by dead white men. We are interested in user experience. We are proceeding. Consider this a verbal warning regarding your unwillingness to collaborate. Do as you're told. Jackpot. I print the email. I save the email. I burn the email onto a CD just in case. I hand over the root keys. I revoke my own right access to the production server. I sit back and wait. Week 1 of Project Matriarch. The diverse team of thinkers starts working. They install a graphical interface over the database. They delete redundant tables. Those tables were the audit logs. I say nothing. Veronica holds daily stand-ups. She talks about synergy and vibes. She ignores the error logs piling up in the dev environment. She scolds me for not participating in the energy of the room. I am literally reading a book on my Kindle during meetings. Do you have input? No, you have the keys. It's democratized now. She smirks. Exactly. See, we don't need the wizard in the tower anymore. Week 2. They try to connect the new front end to the payment gateway. It fails. They don't understand endianness. They are trying to parse binary data as JSON. The lead engineer, a former barista with a 6-week certificate, asks me for help. Hey the API is returning garbage characters. I look. That's not garbage, that's EBCDIC encoding. The bank mainframes speak it. EBQUAT, can't we just use UTF-8? That's more inclusive. The bank doesn't care about inclusion. The bank cares about 1970s mainframe protocols. Well, Veronica said we need to modernize it. Can you write a converter? I could, but I'm not allowed to touch the code. Veronica said so. Come on man, just a quick script. Get it in writing from her. He goes to Veronica. She comes storming over. Stop gatekeeping knowledge, help the team. You revoked my right access, Veronica, and you put me on a PIP performance improvement plan for tech-splaining. I am simply following the boundaries you set. Fine, I authorize you to write the converter, but explain it simply so they can maintain it. I write the converter. I write it in Perl. Obfuscated Perl. It looks like line noise. It works perfectly. But God help anyone who tries to read it. She looks at the code. This looks like gibberish. You're doing this on purpose. It's the most efficient way to parse binary streams. It's Perl poetry, very artistic. She can't argue because she doesn't know what she's looking at. Week 3 launch day. The deadline. The system is held together by duct tape and prayers. They haven't load tested anything. Veronica sends out a company-wide email. Today we shatter the glass ceiling of technology. We launch the new, inclusive, user-friendly platform. Goodbye to the dark ages of the legacy core. There is a literal launch party. Cake. Balloons. I am sitting at my desk, packing my personal belongings into a box. Cal comes over. You leaving? Just clearing some clutter. You think it's gonna crash? Cal, do you have any stock options? Yeah. Exercise them now. 10:00 a.m. They flip the switch. They route live traffic to the new Azure cluster. The marketing team has direct access to the database via a CMS they built. First 5 minutes it works. Veronica is popping champagne. 10:15 a.m. Traffic spikes. The no-code backend can't handle concurrency. Database locks up. Transactions start hanging. 10:30 a.m. The marketing intern decides the Buy Now button isn't pink enough. She pushes a hotfix via the CMS. The CMS doesn't sanitize inputs. She accidentally pastes a CSS snippet into the SQL query field. The system interprets it as a command. Drop table users. It shouldn't happen. But Veronica disabled safe mode because it was slowing down the creative process. 10:32 a.m. The entire user database vanishes. The payment gateway receives thousands of null requests. It triggers the fraud detection algorithms at Visa and MasterCard. They blacklist our merchant ID. Automatic shutoff. The site goes 404. The app crashes. Customer support lines light up instantly. Discord blows up. Stock price creates a red candle that looks like a skyscraper. 10:45 a.m. Panic in the war room. Veronica is screaming at the bootcamp grads. Fix it, just undo it. We can't, the backup was on the old server. Where is the old server? We wiped it to install the new CI/CD pipeline. Silence. Deafening silence. All eyes turn to me. I am eating a bagel. Veronica runs to my desk. Her face is pale, sweat ruining her makeup. Op, do something, the database is gone. I know, I saw the logs, drop table, classic. Fix it, restore the backup. I can't, you wiped the legacy core drives, you said, and I quote, burn the ship so we can't retreat. You must have a copy, you always have a copy. I do. Hope floods her eyes. Where is it? It's on my personal encrypted drive, in my bag. Give it to me, plug it in. I take a slow sip of coffee. No. Excuse me. I said no. This is company property, I will fire you, I will sue you. Actually, Veronica, let's look at the contract. I pull out the paper copy. Clause 14b, the encryption algorithm used to compress and store those backups, is my personal IP. Clause 14c, if the company creates a hostile work environment or attempts to coerce the licensor, the license is immediately revoked. You put me on a pip for mansplaining, you called my work toxic, you publicly humiliated me. I consider the license revoked as of 10:00 a.m. this morning. The data on that drive is encrypted with my key, without it, it's random noise. And I am currently not an employee who feels empowered to help. The CEO, the big boss from the parent conglomerate, walks in. He flew in for the launch. He looks at the red monitors. He looks at the stock price down 15%. He looks at Veronica. What is going on? Veronica points a shaking finger at me. He's holding the data hostage. He sabotaged the launch, it's male fragility. CEO looks at me. Is this true? No, sir, here's the email chain. I hand him the printed emails. I warned her on dates X, Y, and Z regarding the SQL injection vulnerability. I warned her about the lack of backups. She responded by threatening my job and calling my technical concerns gatekeeping. She ordered the wipe of the old servers against my written recommendation. I am simply protecting my intellectual property as per my contract, which she failed to read. CEO reads the emails. He reads the dead white men comment. He reads the do as you're told command. He turns purple. He turns to Veronica. You turned off the backups. I wanted to encourage forward momentum. You let marketing have right access to the production DB. It was about democratization. Get out. Button the patriarchy. Get out. Security escorts her out. She is screaming about a lawsuit and discrimination. Everyone watches in silence. CEO turns to me. Can you fix this? Yes. How long? About an hour to restore the data, another hour to revert the DNS to the legacy core. Do it. I can't. Why not? I don't work here anymore, effectively. What do you want? I want the pip removed from my record. Done. I want Veronica's salary added to mine. CEO pauses, calculates the cost of the stock drop versus my raise. Done. And I want a written apology stating that math is not sexist. Done. And I want to be left alone, no stand-ups, no culture meetings, no digital transformation, just me and the server room. You have my word. I plug in the drive. I type in the decryption key. I execute the restore script. Progress bar fills up. Green text flows down the screen like the Matrix. Legacy core comes online. Fans spin out like a jet engine. Payment gateway reconnects. Transactions start flowing. Stock price stabilizes. I put my headphones back on. Play the sound of silence. Open my terminal. Life is logical again. Epilogue. Veronica tried to sue for wrongful termination based on gender. My paper trail was subpoenaed. The judge, a woman, read the transcripts of her calling technical safety protocols mansplaining. Case dismissed with prejudice. She now works as a life coach on TikTok. I am still in the basement. They hired a new VP. He came down to introduce himself. Saw me coding in the dark. Nodded. Left. Perfect relationship. The beast hums on. WageK secure. Buzzwords defeated by compiled binaries. Feels good, man.